Hello to my beautiful knights and queens of the world. You already know who it is. It's Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another phenomenal video. So my topic today is going to be about lead the way. So basically what I mean by this is I was talking to God and I was like, oh, I need a topic to talk about. Just, things to talk about to help other people. So then I came across what God gave me, like, lead the way. So basically what I mean is like, you as a person, mother, father, sister, brother, child of God, pastor, whatever it is, you have to lead the way, you know. So basically, what I mean by that is like if God is calling you for something greater, something different, something new, you have to understand that now He's calling you to become the leader. Now you have to lead the way. Basically, you have to begin to become that new version of yourself, not basing your decision based off the approval of others, but knowing that this is what God called you to do. You understand what I'm telling you? So also, like, like leading the way is basically what I mean by that. It's like, if I want to start something new in my life, if I want to grow and evolve and become something greater than what I am today, I need to really take time to understand what that is for me. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you learn as you grow, as you go along in the journey. Sometimes you have to let go of what you're so used to so you can begin to live in that new reality of where God is taking you. You know what I'm saying? Leading the way in a sense of like, if you have to let go of certain people, then you're willing to do that. If you have to let go of something you're holding on to, then you are willing to do that. Not being like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that, even though God is calling me to do that, but I don't know how the world might respond. I don't know how people might feel. I don't know like all of that, like all that extraness, like that doesn't matter anymore when you are being called for something bigger, for something greater. Fear is what keeps people from living the life of the dream. Fear is what keeps people from really accomplishing the higher thing God is calling us to do, because it seems so big that we're like, oh, I don't think that's for me. But if God is already calling you, He created you long before He put you in your mother's womb. He already ordained your life to have a calling, a purpose, a demonstration of who God really is, doing things that will glorify God. Then you have to start leading that way, that new way. Like if that new way, it looks like your family is not involved, certain friends are not meant to be on that journey, letting go of even a certain particular job, certain side hustles, or certain things that you're working on, then by all means, that you're willing to leave behind. Not get so attached to things because it comes and goes. It's everlasting. It's ever flowing. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you're meant to build something for a certain period, and that is it. Move on to the next thing. But this is only when you have made that determination based off your communication with God, knowing in your soul that will, okay, this is what God's calling me to do. I'm gonna do it and continue to do it until God tells me whatever else I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean about leading the way. Sometimes leading the way is like you have to let go of certain things, certain habits, mindset, perspective, traits, habits, routines, people, circumstances, situations, responsibilities, or not responsibilities like, like responsibilities like you feel like you have to take on because you feel like, you get what I'm saying, like, oh, because you're a good person or because you just want to do the right thing. You have to learn what and where to apply yourself and dedicate yourself to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things maybe it's not for you to take care of, but it's for the next person. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to put those boundaries and that limit around yourself when it comes to certain things that just keeps just taking from you or draining you. You have to like just lead the way to like finding yourself or finding God or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about lead the way. Originally when I heard this, it was basically about like family. When it comes to family, or when it comes to like your own environment where you always relax on, depending who you have in your circle of influence or your circle of family. You get what I'm saying? So leading the way is basically if you're going to start something new, your family may not agree with you, your family may not approve, your family may from time to time try to throw dirt on your game. And even though I know it hurts because those are the main people in your life, Even though there are many people in your life, and we always had that inner voice of try to make them proud. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that might keep you from really continuing to be faithful to the calling God has called upon your life. Sometimes a lot of people may not understand your journey or your struggle or what you're supposed to go through in order to glorify God or to bring into fruition the life that God has for you, because it's meant to glorify Him. It's not meant for approval from men or other people. Just like if God is showing me like everything that I ever wanted, the life of my dream, the body of my dream, the love of my life, all of the stuff that I ever could possibly dream of, He has it, and He is showing me that that's the way to get it, then I have to be willing to do that. But if I choose to deny that just because, oh, my dad said this, oh, my uncle said that, oh, my sibling said this, oh, because they don't understand, that doesn't matter anymore, because once it's ordained from God, that's all the conviction you need. That's all the proof that you need. That's all the confidence that you need, because it's already blessed and ordained. It's meant to happen. It's going to happen. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about leading the way. Sometimes people may not understand, but it doesn't matter. It's not meant for them to understand. It's meant for you. It's meant to bring out the greatness in you, the real person God created you to be. Because sometimes we don't realize how truly beautiful we are, or how capable we are, or other things that we can do based off all these other exterior voices that sometimes we put so much importance on. But if you put so much importance on voices that are just hindering you, or keeping you small, or making you feel limited, then what is the point when God is calling you to be greater, better, above all that? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to make those decisions. I'm not saying to abandon them, but it's to build that emotional and mental maturity and strength that regardless of how they may feel, I'm going to still pursue what God is calling me to do, regardless of anything. We must understand and have compassion and wisdom to understand that what you're doing, they may not understand, and that's perfectly fine, and that's okay. It's not meant for them to understand. Having humility that, oh, they really don't understand, so I'm not going to allow them to make me feel some type of way because they really don't know. You get what I'm saying? You can't be mad at somebody for something that they have no idea what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? So, and also in return, what you call that, like having that, like sometimes that's also used by God to kind of test your strength, to test, like, are you still going to continue on? Are you still going to be faithful to what I'm calling you towards, even though the voices of people that are important to you are kind of not the ones that you expected? You get what I'm saying? So you have to understand the difference. You get what I'm saying? And continue to push forward, because at the end of the day, it's worth it. Understand this. It's worth it at the end of the day for what you're trying to accomplish, or for what you will accomplish, because you're continually to work at it. So that's what I mean about leading the way, and that in all areas of your life. You know what I'm saying? If you have to do it easy, you do it easy. If you have to do it hard, you do it hard. If you have to do it long, you do it long. However the journey may be that you have to take it, you do it. You know what I'm saying? And don't let yourself being kept from that based off whatever it may be they're trying to keep you. You know what I'm saying? Because if God is calling you towards it, then by all means pursue it. Because it's only going to bring the life of your dreams into fruition, bringing you closer to what God is calling you to do. God is always faithful, always on time. God wants nothing but the best for you. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we may think we know what's best for us, but if it's not approved or coming from God, then we really don't know if that's something that is meant for us, even though it may look good on the outside. You get what I'm saying? So, but with that being said, I thank you. I love you. God bless you. Comment, like, and subscribe. Share. You already know to take the world by storm. Until my next video, peace.